Is it the Netherlands? Is it Holland? What do they speak there? Netherlandish? No, they do not. Hey friends, Sheila here, and today we are talking about the Netherlands. I spent about a week cycling around the Netherlands. I stayed with a lot of people who are from there, and I learned so much about this beautiful country that I did not know before. I'm embarrassed to say I did not know that much about the Netherlands before I went there, but I very quickly fell in love, and so I want to share that information with you. So whether you are planning a trip to the Netherlands, you just want to know more about the Netherlands, you just want some fun facts to pull out at dinner parties, these are all good reasons to know more about the Netherlands. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, Sheila, I don't need you to tell me about the Netherlands. I can Wikipedia all this. Well, are you gonna? Are you gonna? There's no need. Stick with me and I will give you 7 fun facts about the Netherlands. First key piece of information, is it the Netherlands or is it Holland? The country is the Netherlands, but then there are 12 provinces, and there is a North Holland and a South Holland. Amsterdam is in North Holland, Rotterdam is in South Holland. But these are provinces and not the country itself. Number 2, what language do they speak? Dutch. They speak Dutch. And also, the people are called Dutch. So, country, Netherlands, language, Dutch. Fun fact number 3, there are bike lanes everywhere. It is a cyclist's paradise. If you take a map of roadways, it's basically the same. It's just bike lanes. Anywhere you want to get in the Netherlands, you can get there by bike. There are bike lanes along the highways, there are bike lanes on small roads. I think in the entire week I was there, and I cycled for hundreds of kilometers, I was not on a bike lane for maximum like 10 minutes, and I was on quiet residential roads. And there's also just a big cycling culture, so cars are used to looking out for cyclists, pedestrians are more used to looking out for cyclists, and in quieter areas the bike lane might be on the road, but for the most part the bike lane is totally separate. It's separate than pedestrians, separate than cars, you're just on your own road. There is such a cool cyclist culture, so many people bike, there are bikes everywhere, and you can get everywhere you want to by bike. Number 4, the Netherlands is beautifully flat, and this is another reason why it's a cyclist's paradise. When I looked up my first cycling route, it was so flat, I did not even believe it. And the reason for that brings us to number 5, a lot of land in the Netherlands is reclaimed land. Now, what is reclaimed land? Great question. When I think of reclaimed land, I think of maybe some kind of war where one country has taken land from the other one, and then eventually that country is like, nah, we want it back, and they reclaim it. But the Dutch reclaim land from the sea. From the sea. They say to the ocean, we need more space, we're taking some land, and they take it back. For real. They have developed all these complex systems to basically move water away from where they don't want it to be, and then that land isn't underwater, and then they build stuff on it. What? So a lot of the Netherlands is flat because they've basically emerged all this land, and it's flat. And otherwise, it would be underwater. It's crazy. Which brings us to point number 6. Windmills can do anything. I knew that windmills were kind of associated with the Netherlands, but I didn't exactly understand why. If you're not familiar with the mechanism of a windmill, you are not alone, but they are fascinating. Basically, the wind hits the windmill turns, and then there's this complex series of cogs, like the inside of a watch, that basically the turning windmill turns another thing to do whatever they need that power to do. So you could grind flour, you could squeeze oil out of nuts, and importantly for reclaiming land, you could turn a big powered scoop that could push water wherever you wanted it to go. Many of the windmills are still in use today. Some of them you can go for tours in, and other ones you can just bike or walk past and look at how cool they are. Also, little insider secret, depending on which way they're facing, says something. It could say that it's out of use for a long time, that it needs repair, that they're celebrating something, that they're in mourning for something. There is a whole language going on with the windmills. Windmills are pretty cool. And then final point number 7, the Dutch are masters of the sea. and all water really. You might have heard that in the Netherlands, there are parts that are actually under sea level. And that's because they have taken all the water and moved it somewhere they want it to be and created a system of dams and dikes and different things to keep the water away. And then they have this land they can use. So there are parts in the Netherlands where the water is sitting higher than the land. And everything's working just fine. It boggles the mind. Okay friends, those are my 7 fun facts about the Netherlands. It is an absolutely beautiful place. There are rivers and canals and windmills. I highly recommend. If you're planning a trip to the Netherlands, I hope this was helpful. If you weren't and now you are welcome. It is my pleasure. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really supports my channel. If you want to be notified whenever I put out new videos, hit subscribe and the little bell below. Have a good one. Bye.